And we have a great need as a people, as black people, to restore ourselves to where we were several hundred years ago. We have reached probably the lowest point in history as a people. Right now on the planet, especially in America, we have hopelessness, despair, depravity, unknown to us as a people.
Once you erase a people's past and they have no knowledge of it, then you can give them anything in place of it. And that's what's happening today. We think we're going forward, but really we're going backwards, because he has more power over us today than he ever has. Think about it. How you read in the paper, black on black crime. What does that mean? Black on black crime. Why are we against each other? Why is young blacks have a disdain for older blacks, and older blacks may elderly people have a disdain for younger blacks? That's disunity. And Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us and taught us our greatest strength is our unity.
We have a need to be restored, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave us what we needed: knowledge of self, knowledge of God, and knowledge of the devil. The Caucasian man is the problem. He has actually controlled all of and manipulated all of the world and programmed the world to be the way he wants it to be, so he can take all of the things, the material things, and control the mindset of the people. And basically he does this through power that he enforces through religion.
One of his greatest strengths, and we were talking about the Caucasian, the white man, his ability to deceive. He deceived not some of the world, but all of the world. It's written in the Quran, it's written in the Bible, both books. If one would take the time to read it and read it correctly and understand it, that's his greatest weapon, to deceive.
Because mentally and spiritually we are dead, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches. We have ears, but we don't hear. We have tongues, but we can't speak. We have minds, but we don't think. Eyes, but we don't see. So what has happened is that this man has put a blanket over us and just put us into a situation where he's cut off all the light, knowledge to our people.
Well, basically, if you read the scriptures, they quote a lot about love. And love is a powerful force that black people actually perform better than anybody on the planet. But there's a time for everything, according to the scriptures of that Bible. There's a time to love, there's a time to hate, there's a time to kill, there's a time for everything. I think we have been programmed for only one phase of that, and that's to love. And Dr. King taught that for a long time. But we know, after talking to his chief of staff, Dr. Y.T. Walker, he informed us, which we had read before, that Dr. King had come to realize that no matter how much you love them, they could not reciprocate. So he began to say that they were demonic. Many people do not know that. When you say a people is demonic, what are you saying about it? So he was changing his philosophy or his thought pattern and applying religion to our condition. That's what he was doing, and that was the greatest fear we believe the government could have ever entertained. The fear that Dr. King, who had a large segment of the people following him and believing in him, and Honorable Elijah Muhammad had another group, if those two groups came together, that's the unity that they feared.
And when you look at all of the things, the people who are in the Congo now region, the Central African Republic, Rwanda, Burundi, the Hutu, the Efi, or Ifi, okay, the Twa, those very, very short people, oftentimes in stature, with the peppercorn hair, the strongest hair, but yet we've been taught it's bad hair. Kinky hair is bad hair. Black skin is bad. Thick lips, broad noses are bad. So what has happened is that these people who were the ones who gave us mathematics 25,000 years ago, the Ishanga bone in Ishanga, Congo was actually discovered recently to find that it had gradations that it could have served as even a calculator, but it was a counting stick 25,000 years ago. Caucasians weren't even on the planet. Not as humans if they're there. Okay, so what we have now are people who gave us language. South Africa, the Hottentots. Okay. The whole continent gave us everything, and yet we do not realize that, and we hate our very selves, everything about ourselves, because we don't know it. So what you don't know and I don't know, we have a tendency to be leery of. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave us everything we need to know and told us what we need to do in order to be a righteous, godly, free people.